Morning Daryl, we're here at Nigel-Twiston Davies' yard. We've just watched you school Bristol De Mai over the Grand National style fences for the first time. He looked brilliant from where we were stood, but can you just tell us how he felt?
Yeah, look, I'm very, very happy with him. He went down and he popped the first two really nicely, and he got plenty of height over him. And like you say, he learned to respect him very, very quickly. So it was, I was a little bit nervous, obviously, schooling him there this morning, but I'm very, very happy.
This is a horse who's won 5 Grade 1s in his career. He's placed in a Gold Cup. Why do you think he's 25 to 1 for the Grand National?
I don't really know, to be honest with you. I suppose people might think he's a haydock specialist or whatever, but I mean, to be honest with you, the last horse that I rode of this lad's calibre was probably Nigel-Twiston and he was placed in the Gold Cup. He won Grade 1s, and Bristol's got the same sort of profile. So I'm very much looking forward to him. I can't wait to ride him, and especially after schooling him there this morning, it gets me even more excited. It's a feeling that, with a class horse like this, where he does so much for him, and he's done so much for my career. He's a very, very special horse, and you get these very, very good horses. You get a feel off him that, it's just like, I suppose, like a racing driver just gets into a top class Ferrari or a Porsche, and when you hit the accelerator, it's instant, and that's what this lad gives you.
A bit too small from that one.
You mentioned Nigel-Twiston there, who you won the Grand National on before. He was another grey who's placed in a Gold Cup. Would you say Bristol De Mai is the classiest ride you've had in the National?
Look, at obviously, you can't take anything away from Nigel-Twiston, what he done. I mean, he was a very, very classy horse on his day, and he would have won more if it wasn't for the likes of Denman and Cato being around. So, I'm sure he would have won more Grade 1s than what he didn't do. But, in Bristol, in his era at the moment, he's a very, very good horse. He's a very, very tough horse, and like you say, we're just very, very lucky to have him on in double green.
Does it feel like the time's right for Bristol now to try the Grand National at the age of 10? It's a big call from the owners to even go there. It's brave from them. So.
Yeah, it is. Realistically, I think Neptune was the same. He was in the later starts of his career as well when he ran in the race. I think realistically, his 10's a very, very good age from now, because you go on 11, it's obviously going to get a lot harder for him. But look, the horse is in the prime of his career at the moment. He feels really, really good. He felt great when I won the Betfair Chase on him at Haydock earlier on the year, and he felt equally as good at Sandown the last time. So I know the horse is in the best possible shape that he can be in, and Sparky and Nigel have done a fantastic job for him, and it'd be great if we could go and win a national with him.
It's obviously an incredible feeling when you won the National before on Neptune. It's a moment all jockeys dream of. But what would it mean for you to ride a Grand National winner for you at Simon and Isaac?
This for sure it'd definitely be the top of my career, as in achievement wise. I mean, to Simon and Isaac, they love the Grand National. It's one of their dreams to be involved in the Grand National, let alone win it. So I don't think I could ever fulfil any more ambitions in my career if I was to win them a Grand National.
Have you ever think about how you're planning on riding him or anything yet? Would you normally, he's normally ridden positively and things like the Betfair Chase, but would you maybe? Yeah,
look, we'll keep it simple. He likes a little bit of space. He doesn't like being crowded, so I'll end up lining him up down the middle or something like that. It's a nice long straight down over the first 6 or 7 fences, so I'd give him a little bit of light and I think everything about the National is, a lot of it's got to do with rhythm. You've got to find a rhythm where you're happy and where you are, and I just try and get him into that rhythm, and if I can get him into a lovely rhythm and he's going a nice even gallop that he's happy doing, that'll be key.
Class.
You mentioned before about he's been labelled as a bit of a haydock specialist, and he's also been labelled as a bit of a heavy ground specialist. Would you have any concerns about the ground at all, if it was good to soft?
To be honest with you, I wouldn't want it heavy for him, because obviously a heavy top weight, that takes out an extreme stamina. So to be honest with you, look, he's as effective on on good to soft ground. He's very, very effective on that. He's ran some mighty races on good to soft. He's won a Betfair on good to soft. So it's just the heavy with his big stride over 3 miles. What it does is it takes other horses out of their comfort zone. But like my lad, he's very happy. He's very content running on good to soft ground. But to get the extreme distances, it's heavy ground over 3 miles. But for the Grand National, I'd be very, very happy with good to soft.
You mentioned the trip there. It's obviously about a mile further than he's ever been before. You're pretty confident it'll be fine.
Yeah, I think so. Like I say, he's a good galloper. Around haydock and stuff like that. He's always gone a good even gallop, and he's never really felt like tying up with me. Then he just 3 miles. He seems to get it well. And I think in the Grand National, you need a horse with a little bit of speed as well. So he's got a little bit of speed. So I think he ticks a lot of boxes.
Grand National, it's a different race really. It's watched by millions around the globe. Do you prepare yourself differently for a race like this mentally, or?
Well, obviously you've got 2 big days racing before that up at Aintree. Aintree have a wonderful spectacle up there. It's a really, really good meeting. It's a very, very competitive meeting. So you've got to concentrate on your rides beforehand. But between now and then, I'll always, I'll go back and watch videos and see how different horses are ridden, and try and do a little bit of research on some of the other opposition as well. And so, like I say, it'll be a busy sort of 10 days before the race.
You first partnered Bristol back in December 2014, and you've raced together 31 times. Can you just try and describe to us what this horse means to you?
Like I say, he's a horse of a lifetime, isn't he? It's like what every jockey dreams of when they get into the game, to sit on a good horse, and like you say, this is the first good horse that we kind of had together with Simon and Isaac, and like you say, he's kept us going the whole way through our relationship, and like you say, he's a very, very special horse.
We've all seen the brilliant documentary that you've done recently. It's called Daryl Jacob Being a Jockey, for anyone who's not seen it, and it's on the Sport and Life YouTube channel. The rides like Bristol in the Grand National, do they make all the hard work, the travelling, the falls, the injuries, do they make it all feel worth it?
Oh, for sure. It's not even like, say, Bristol in the Grand National. It's in general, you put a lot of hours, a lot of graft, make a lot of sacrifices, and like you say, to ride any good horse is a very, very special feeling. And like you say, I've been lucky. I've partnered quite a lot of good horses down through my career. But like you say, when you got a horse like Bristol to look forward to the Grand National, it's you wake up every morning dreaming of it, don't you?
We've just watched him this morning schooling the fences, and he's just jumped. He's had 4 goes at them. Is that him done for Aintree now?
Yeah, schooling wise, that'll be him done now. He was very good there this morning. We were very, very happy with him. He'll have his final piece of work in the morning. Sparky will ride him in the morning. He rides him every day. Sparky does a wonderful job with him, and it'll be a case of just kind of every day, just tipping him over really until the race. You want him very, very fresh, very well going into the race. So it'll be. That'll be a case of just, kind of wrapping him up and just day by day getting the work done on him.
Did he miss Cheltenham intentionally? That was
the plan. That was a plan because he's a horse that gives himself a hard race every time he runs. And going into the Gold Cup this year, realistically, it was going to be a mighty ask for him. It looked a very, very competitive race, so it looked a mighty ask for him to win a Gold Cup, and and then kind of come back from it 3.5 weeks later, to run in a national was going to be very, very difficult for the horse to produce his best. So we all decided, the best thing to do is just to keep him very, very fresh for the race.
Everyone been happy with him in his build-up, everything's went to plan?
Yeah, touch wood, everything's been super. The horse has been in great form. Sparky and Nigel have been very, very happy, came out with Sandown very, very well. And like you say, it's all roads leads to Aintree.
Finally, Daryl, apart from Bristol, if you could ride any horse in this year's Grand National field, who would you be on?
I wouldn't ride any other horse bar Bristol.
Good answer. All right, thanks for your time, Daryl.
You're my boy, aren't you?